Dave from NetcodeGuides.com. Today we're going to do a demo review for iMerc on cash. Now, very first round, pistol round, you start out by not even buying anything for some reason. Okay? Huge cardinal sin. You get out of spawn late, you still have $800, it makes no sense. Buy armor, buy something. Pistol round is the most important round of the match. Second off, you go to A and then you go to highway, which makes zero sense. If you want to go to highway, you go from middle, make a left. Think about what you just did for a second. You went all the way around. Imagine you're driving back to home to your house or something like that, and your house is here. Instead of going out here, going here, bam, 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 you go all the way around. And by that time, they're already out middle and they just are in your face. So it makes absolutely no sense the route you took. So if you ever want to go to highway, just go out middle, go to the left. Done. Now, after you buy, you still have $1,000 left. You don't buy a smoke or flashes, and you don't help your teammates at all because you have no nades. Then you take this same route, which makes no sense. So next time, go through middle, throw a smoke. If you want to play around here, that's fine. Your teammate's calling that they're coming A. Had you had flashes, you would have been able to flash right here. You would have been able to smoke A main if you didn't smoke middle, and you could have really helped your team out. Instead, you do zero help for your team, and you just let them into the site. You give your teammate no support, and your team loses the round because of it. What you should have done is you should have double flashed, or had flashes, flashed in front of here, and then played around here, went into the site, played around here, peeked above while they're coming out of the door, coming around A main, etc. Those flashes would have gave your teammates time to come for the rotate and whatnot. Now, I mean, you are winning the round, but you're not getting punished for it. It should have been a 100% round loss. If you don't have any flashes, either get up top and challenge, or come over here and get into the site to help your teammate out as much as possible. Just sitting here, letting them have the site, you're going to lose the round against any decent team, against any decent players. This round, there's two spots you should have died. Your teammates are calling B, so you rotate. You should have died to this guy here in the warehouse lurking, but instead you get very, very lucky that he misses and runs away. Now when you get to the vents, you shouldn't be playing the vents like this. Okay, you're looking straight into the vents. You should have died right here. This guy just does not shoot at you for some reason, even though you're clearly visible through the vents. Just you peeking from here and them knowing you're in the vents is enough. You should not be peeking and be the first point of contact if you're in this situation. You should let your teammates be the first point of contact and B, and then trade off of them. Okay? You were like a complete free frag there in two different spots, and you should have gotten punished for it. You just got extremely lucky that you weren't. So again, right here, you just get extremely lucky. Like, you're 100% out of position. This guy runs up on you. You're not even looking at him, and this guy just completely whiffs on you. So when you're at the tractor, basically, if you go to here, you need to just peek and post right here. Okay? Because people are going to come out and try to pre-fire you. Right? You knew there probably wasn't someone door because you killed the guy in the door. So you could even go like right here if you want. Generally speaking, people don't put two door. But then like if you're tractor as well, you could just challenge from here. It's not in your best interest to just sit around here and like reload your gun, because that guy should have killed you. So when you're tractor, try to challenge a bit more here, or go right here since you knew the bomb was, or nobody was door, most likely at least. And then when they come out, you could pre-fire them and peek them when they're out here looking towards the truck. Right here, this round, you basically make the same mistake you made pistol round. You go towards highway, and you're just like sitting here, okay? Against any good players, okay? If you're sitting here and you're not just fighting, you're gonna die, because they're just gonna throw a flash here and they're gonna run up on you and kill you every single time. If you're sitting here, you need to fight. And you need to not just sit here around here for like 10 seconds. Against any decent players, you're dead instantly. They're just going to come, they're going to throw a flash over here, and you're going to die every single time. Or they're going to say flash from me highway, some guy's going to pop flash you, and you're going to die every single time. So as a rule of thumb, if you're highway, you need to fight, or you need to run away. You do not want to just sit here at all. So this pistol round, you throw a good smoke, your teammates are getting out A. Now right here, you shouldn't have pushed through the smoke. All your teammates are pushing through the smoke. Try to go up here and go up top. Okay? If there was like a 6 CT here, he could have gotten like all 4 of you and actually won the round. So you got to give him another angle to look at so that you have proper spacing and you're able to trade. The most important thing for you to buy on this round is head armor, and you neglect that. It's only $350, and it's going to save you from a USP headshot or a P250 headshot. So that buy right there makes no sense. You need to have head armor on this round. That's the very first thing you need to buy. Right here, this round, the CTs beat you to checkered room every single time if they have a good spawn, and you take your time, you peek, you throw this, you could have died at any second now. And now when you take checkered, you didn't buy any flashes. They could have been behind this box underneath you, they could be underneath the vents behind you, and against decent players, there's a guy here that gaze you, there's a guy here that gaze you, there's a guy here that gaze you, there's possibly a guy here that kills you while you have the smoke out. So you got to understand the timings. If a CT has a good spawn, pretty much every single B player is going to go like this, going to go into here, and he would have been behind here, he would have been over here by the time you threw that smoke, and you probably would have died. Again, as I was saying earlier, you got punished for it. So this is just proof that you need to jump on that box. You come over here, the guy's behind the smoke. You see that guy up there. Had you jumped up here, you would have killed him, and then you could have jumped up here and entered the site, and then killed this guy too. Instead, you go through the smoke and you die to him, right? So, you know, try not to go through the smoke so much unless you're throwing a flash through it. Then you can do it. And instead, try to go up here, peek that, and then come here and clear the site like so. And you'll probably have much more success. Alright, I'm Rick. After watching your demo, there's a very few basic things you need to do, and that is buying properly. Okay? And then you need to like, there's a lot of mistakes that you're making every single round, but because you're playing people that are honestly probably below your rank, you're not getting punished for it, and it's making you think that all these bad habits you have that I'm trying to point out are actually fine, and these movements that you're making are fine. But in reality, you're just not getting punished for it because the players you're playing against just aren't good enough to kill you, even though they should be, and they have positional advantage. So you need to start looking at the game a little bit differently, and not necessarily making the same mistakes over and over again, even though you're not getting punished for it. So take a look at those movements that I'm telling you that you're doing wrong, and try to apply them to other maps and really think about the game a different way. Not only that, but your buys really need improvement. You never prioritize head armor as a T-sided player, and your CT-sided buys are very questionable as well. It's a little bit backwards, right? You seem to buy a lot of head armor on CT side, and you don't buy nades when you have money, even though nades are probably the most important thing on CT side. And then on T side, nades probably aren't as important because you can just try to take clean gun battles, and instead you're not buying head armor. So one shot from the M4 is going to kill you. And these are all things that are definitely, you know, the purchasing aspect is definitely something you should be able to fix and never have a mistake in, because that's just, you know, that's not skill or anything like that. That's just not making a simple mistake. Anyways, this has been Dave from NetcodeGuides.com. I hope you enjoyed the demo review. Peace out.